What's up? What's up? I'm back. Dude, it's been too long. Dude, I don't know when the last time I talked. I think it was, I don't know. Today is July 25th, I think, Monday. Because I just looked. The only reason why I know. But dude, I haven't talked, oh my God, since last Tuesday. Man. And it's rough, bro. It's so rough. Number one, to not paint for that long. And then not talk. Not give myself time. And dude, I created a monster, man. I created a major monster by not giving myself time. And understanding like how now, dude. Now I understand why giving yourself time is so freaking important. It's definitely the most important thing you can do in this freaking world, man. I haven't talked to myself since last Tuesday. And today, like, I was overthinking like crazy, creating stories in my head. Not being able to walk away from the past or things that I've done in the last couple days. Not able to shake them. Not able to shake ideas. Not able to shake imaginary crap that it doesn't matter. Dude, it was like old Cody. Like, and I kept catching myself throughout the day, dude, like, Cody, quit. And then I started using gratitude and stuff to try and like just be thankful for the now and try and suck me back into the present, into the now, and overcome all that crap and stuff that happened while I was gone. Ideas in my head that just popped out of nowhere because I couldn't give myself time. So it's like I heard something and it said it's like once you start working on yourself, like that's cool, man. But you have to make it a habit. You have to do it every single day. You have to do the due diligence because, especially for me, I was one way for 35 years. Meaning, if I've only been this way, this happy Cody for 6 months, 7 months, 100, a year and a half tops, completely, dude, it's easy to fall back when you're not giving yourself time, when you're not focusing on yourself. Like, and today was rough, and I did it on purpose. I got home last night, and I was like, I'm not going to talk tonight. I'm just going to go to sleep, and I'm not even going to listen to my talks, because usually I listen to my talks to keep giving me time, And I didn't listen to any of my talks really over the last couple of days. I did listen to one, my last one once, I think, throughout this journey, throughout my 5 days being away or however long. And but I didn't listen to any last night. I was like, well, I'm just gonna talk out loud in bed tonight, and I'm not gonna listen to a talk. Let's just see what happens, see what I can do. So I kind of went through that thing last night, and it was good. It was perfect. It was everything I needed it to be. But then today, like, I decided to just listen to music today. Because it's kind of like a new thing. Because I don't have a new talk. I only have an old talk from 5 days ago. So I was like, I'm just going to listen to music. And that's it today. Because I knew today I was going to paint a new one. So I was like, let's just take some time and listen to some music. And maybe you'll find some good music to talk to today. But during that, like, dude, I started going in my head, creating stories, bringing up the past, bringing up stupid ideas. And I blocked them pretty good. But I would run away with it every now and then, and it sucks. Like, plus, like, I'm not. It's almost like my emotions aren't near as controlled now, because I haven't talked, and so like, when I don't get to give myself time, I get lost in other people. I start, as time goes on, I start chameleoning to them. The less I give myself time. And I don't get to charge my power back because I give so freaking much, and it's just, even though I did good at blocking a lot of energy and stuff, but over time it just gets overwhelming and I have to just leave. Like, I gotta go. I'm ready to go home to me. And I felt like, dude, I got homesick. And it's not even that I was homesick. I was homesick like a couple days ago. And it's not even that I was homesick. Because like I thought about it. I was like, I feel homesick. But it's not that I'm homesick. I'm not sick of my home. I'm sick of being away from home. I'm sick of what I've created. I'm sick of not able to have my own time. Not able to go into my bedroom and paint. Not able to sit there and talk and express my feelings to myself and just get it all out on the table. Like, you know, I mean, that's the point of like all of it. Like, it's yourself, giving yourself time. And it's not good or bad. It's just I'm learning about me. I'm learning that I cannot I have to have my own time. Like, I'm so independent, which is fine. And like, it actually had me thinking about relationships a little bit more today, and how they work. Because if I'm with a guy, like, it doesn't, like, I get fed up. But if I'm with a girl, it's a little bit different, you know. So like, in a relationship, you're getting something from partners that maybe help you. I don't know. It's really confusing. Because I got to figure that out in the near future. But I don't know. You just got to talk to yourself, man. Like, I know what I created, and I know when I do things, I do the extreme, and that's fine. But it's like, I really realized today, it's like, dude, this surrendering thing is fine. Surrendering to other people and surrendering to their world and doing what you need to do to help is fine. But, dude, it gets old quick. Because you're walking into somewhere that you don't have really any control of, which is fine. But it's like, you didn't create this world. And so then I'm Cody having to choose to walk into it to try and help. This is what sucks. That's what sucks. That is understanding. Like, I looked at my life as a helper, and I realized that it's cool to help people, but you always get punished in return. Like, no good deed goes unpunished. And it's like, so you have to be able to walk in there, take your punches to help, and then you got to go home and recharge. Like, you can't do it for long periods of time. It just doesn't work. And so it's like, that's me. Now I know I can't. I have to be able to escape on my own. It can work, but I got to go have alone time every day, and not 10 minutes. Not, I got to go have alone time. I got to run, skip the river. I got to go be in the woods. I got to go just talk to myself, because you don't understand how much I love myself. And I'm getting emotional right now to understand that, like, I neglected myself for 5 days and I feel like shit. I'm embarrassed. I acted a fool. And I just saw it all happening to understand that when you neglect yourself, you ultimately end up in hell. You end up back where you started. Like, at least for me, and it happened quick, and it's not that bad, but it's like, I did stuff that I didn't want to do. Well, not really, that I'm just embarrassed that I've done. I accept it. It's cool with it. I'm fine with it. I take responsibility for everything, but it's like, I just kind of disappointed in yourself, maybe. You let things get out of control a little bit. Like, you know what? And we're humans. We're going to mess up. We're going to do something. I mean, it is what it is. It was also a good lesson for me to have. That's the point. It's like, a lot of these things that I go through, like, even though I could feel bad about it, and I'd say I'm sorry, I'm ultimately, I don't care what other people say. I'll say I'm sorry to them, but ultimately at the end of the day, I could care less if you accept it, or you do accept it, or you don't accept it, because that's for me. It's for me to overcome whatever I did. I truly mean it, and I'll say it because it needs to be said, but once I say it, doom, that's it. It's gone. I'm not dwelling on that no more. I said I'm sorry. That's it. End of discussion. Like, you can't fight me about it. I said it. I meant it. It's done. But I'm my own critic, my worst critic, so it's like, I'm still kind of ashamed of myself until I can get over it, until I can just find the lesson and reshape that whole moment or whatever I said, and because it needed to be said. I look back at my life and it's like anything that I've said, especially within the last year, I could be ashamed in the moment, but in the totality of it, everything I say is exactly what it's supposed to be. It is what it is. And I know I'm the bad guy a lot of times. I know I'm harsh. I know I'm mean. But I want the best for you. And sometimes you got to get, someone's got to say something to you. You ain't going to like it. Like a girl come up to me and says, you're just too short to me. Like, I may not like it, but it's the truth. If I'm too short for her and she's not attracted to it, then that's the truth. Even if it hurts my feelings, that doesn't really matter. At least she's being honest and telling me the truth. It makes zero difference, but I'm just saying sometimes people tell us stuff that's gonna hurt our feelings no matter what. But it's the truth, and we just need to take that and grow with it. And I don't know, dude. I feel like a child, man. Like, I started feeling the homesick coming on. A lot of it because I didn't drive. I didn't drive where I was going. And I rode with somebody. And the last 2 times I've gone out of town, I've rode with somebody, man. And it's cool. It's a cool test because I'm surrendering. Cody is surrendering to whatever stuff happens. I'm not even driving. I'm not in control of nothing. Whatever happens, happens. And I'm okay with that. But fuck. Is it overwhelming to surrender sometimes, man. And it sucks sometimes, bro. And it's not good or bad. It's just like I'm still so new to all this stuff, and my body's not letting me do stuff that I want to do or that I used to do. My body doesn't let me physically do stuff for people anymore. It's super weird. Like, I physically can't do the project for you anymore. My body just won't allow me to do it. With the old Cody, used to run around and there's a problem, Cody will fix it real quick. This Cody, no. This Cody won't even know. Like, his body doesn't work. His body is like, no, you're not doing it for them. This is the world that they created. You can help. You can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but you're not doing it all. You can't. That's not you. That's not this version of Cody. You're better than that. You're worth more than that. And it's just not your job anymore. Because Cody knows that Cody's cleaned up all his mess on his own. And is still cleaning up his mess on his own. And so everyone else needs to clean up their own mess as well. I'll help you. I'll teach you. I can maybe give you my perspective, whether it's right or wrong. That's beside the point. But I'll be there for you. But I just can't physically waste my energy. It's not a waste. I mean, technically, I'm not getting anything in return from it. But I can't just give away my energy freely anymore. And especially without being able to recharge. You know, it'd be different if I was able to escape and disappear and go on my own and recharge, you know. But I need a couple hours to do that. I need, 3 or 4 hours to go do that. And it's weird what I've done, what I've created. And I think I can. It's fine when I don't know. I think it'll be that. This is why I do everything that I do. This is why I understand I can only give my time and crazy and like the majority of Cody to one person. Because I'm only capable of it. Because the rest of the world's getting recharged or stealing from other people, and I can't. I choose not to do that. So it's like I can only have one person that I even give a lot of attention to, and that way I can learn who they are and learn how to just whatever, like get an equal give and take and a love exchange and not get drained. And I do well. I just have to recharge. Like, it's been 5 days since I recharged, and it was freaking crazy today. Like, just to catch yourself acting like the old Cody in your brain, just for moments, just for brief seconds, and going, what are you doing? Like, why are you creating these stories again? Like, and then just being aware enough to understand that it's just because you haven't gave yourself time. You haven't given yourself time, and you have to do it every day or every other day or every couple of days. Otherwise, you just drain, man. And it's I know what I do. I knew it was going to happen this way. I kind of just wanted to see what would happen and see how long I can manage it without an outburst, or without crazy, uncontrollable stuff. And I kind of had an outburst the other night, but it is what it is. And I don't know what it was, man, but it was embarrassing to say the least. But not really. It's warranted. But I don't know, whatever, man. It's just been weird. It was weird. I don't know. I just got through painting one, man. I was so excited to get home. And, dude, I was so excited. I cut some grass today. Did some work today. And, just feeling real good, man. Just so happy to be home. Slept good last night. Went to bed early. Slept like freaking, I don't even know, 10 hours, 11 hours, man. And, just kind of recharged from that. And then kind of today, like, I was just feeling good. I just know I haven't given myself time. And, dude, it's so freaking important. Like, I just told the dude, I ain't talked for 5 days. Like, I got to go outside and talk. Like, I got to. Like, I've just been yearning for this. I knew when I got home yesterday, I was like, I just wanted to test it. So I didn't talk. And it's like, now, it's like, dude, this is the most important thing ever. Like, I am my most important thing. I'm the only thing that matters to me. I can help people all day long. I can go out into the world and do that stuff, but I have to give myself time. It's just part of it. Like, you're created to look at yourself. And I ran around the world not. And then when I learned that who I was, that I love myself, that I'm fun as hell, at least to me, I'm funny, I'm freaking intelligent, dude, I am making my own world. I'm creating my own ideas. I'm creating my own morals. I'm creating my own guidelines. Like, yeah, sometimes I make mistakes, but you got to make mistakes to learn. And hopefully the repercussions of those mistakes aren't that bad. They don't really hurt somebody or infringe on somebody else's free will. And then again, dude, it's like me setting hard boundaries, man. And it sucks, like, because I feel, sometimes I get a little stern with it. Because it's like, I still have anger because of it. It doesn't mean, just because I forgive everybody in my past, it doesn't mean the injustice wasn't real. It doesn't mean I'm not stained from it. It doesn't mean the repercussions weren't real. They were. So they're still imprinted on me, and I have to deal with that. And that's the whole point of all of this. It's like, they always tell you to forgive, but I'm like, you can forgive, but the damage is still there. Like, you can forgive everyone 100 million times, but the repercussions are real. And if you don't look at those repercussions, first of all, like, you can't run from them. Like, if you have anger from that, like, sometimes it's going to tick you off, and you're going to have, like, especially injustices. That instantly triggers me for some reason. So I got to deal with that and try and heal through that. But it's like, it just depends, like, especially someone, yeah, man, injustices are people who just think they have authority. I don't know. It's just weird, but it kind of triggers me a lot of times, and it's because I just was bossed around and controlled my whole life, and like, so it triggers me now that I'm stepping in my power. That it's like, sometimes I guess I just need to let it go, but sometimes I'm not strong enough to do that, and it's just a learning process, and I got to get better at it. But whatever, man. It's cool. But I did just get through painting one. It took me a couple songs to pick, and then I just picked this song. And then I just started painting, bro. And this lightning is fire right now, dude. I'm sitting in my truck, so whatever. This boat's going straight to the ground. I may go dance in it. I don't know, dude. I'm hyped, dude. I'm so happy. I'm excited that I'm here. But whatever. I saw his painting. And dude, I don't understand it. I truly don't understand my painting, because like, there's no plan. There's no plan whatsoever. Like, I could have a little couple ideas based on something that's happened this weekend, or based on sunsets, or based on this, pictures in my head that I've seen. But it's like when I'm doing this painting, like I get up there and just, especially when I bounce around songs, it makes zero sense. And so then like I start doing my thing in this painting, and then it turns out to what it is. Like I step back and I see this thing in it, and I'm like, dude, I didn't do that. I mean, I guess I did, but it's like I'm not planning this, and just I'm literally just moving paint around. And I went somewhere right before I started painting tonight, and I went over there, and she started asking me about my art. She goes, I always look at your art, and she goes, you got some really good ones there. I said, yeah, I guess. She's like, what do you, like, do you plan these? And I was like, dude, I stood up, I was like, no, I don't plan these at all. Like, I tried to draw, but the perfection freaks me out. I said, I made a life on trying to be perfect, and so when I started doing art, I was like, I tried to draw, but that perfection part turned me into a child, and I just get mad, I get angry, because it can't be perfect, because it's never going to be good enough for me, ever, and like I said, I'm my biggest critic. I'll never be good enough for myself, in my head, probably, because I always want to be better, but what helps me is like my art, I just deemed it from day one. I said, boom, whatever happens is perfect. Because I did that with my life, with the past, and I said, whatever happens in the past is perfect because I cannot go back and change it. And so I just transfer that over into the new way of Cody living. And my art is that completely. Because it is what it is. Because when I walk away from it, it's done. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to touch it. Unless this is something crazy, like whatever. But I mean, there's one or few times that I've gone back and corrected something. But not really. It's just like move some paint around or something if it drift like crazy. And most of the time I'll just leave it. Because it's like, that's fine. That's perfect. And so that's what I do with my art. It's like whatever happens. Because it's what I'm choosing. And I'm not going to give it all my time. I'm going to give it the time that I give it in the moment. And then once I step away from it, it's perfect. And then I try and transfer that into everything. And when I've given myself time every day, I'm really good at it. But if I don't give myself time over a window of like 4 or 5 days, like by the end of that, I'm not as good at, because I'm not as strong, because I haven't been giving myself time. I haven't been recharging myself. I haven't been checking myself. I haven't been loving myself. I've been neglecting myself. So I kind of get pissed off because it's like I'm neglecting myself, which I don't care if anybody else does. I just don't even care. I don't need anything from them. But when I do it to myself, it makes me feel bad, and it just sucks because I love myself and I deserve to give myself time. And yeah, so that's just kind of what I do with everything now. And so now I know it's like, Cody, you can't not give yourself time. You just can't. Like, you got to talk every couple of days at least. Like, you have to, And especially if you're in a different situation too. I'll give you that. Some situations, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe a potential mate or something, that's gonna be a little bit different. And then other situations will also be different. So just learning when you can go without giving yourself time. And when you have to give yourself time. And some people you can recharge with, and some people can't. Because they're not giving off anything back in return. And that's another thing you kind of got to learn. And it's just not equal. It's just weird. It's hard to explain. But life is cool, man. Life is fun. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, honestly. I'm just glad to be home. I'm glad to be giving myself time. Like, I didn't think I would ever say that. I truly mean it, and like, freaking my heart hurts for that. Like just to like love myself. To be so damn excited and happy to like be literally in my truck by myself, watching this lightning storm by myself, talking to myself, and just okay with whatever happens. It will all work out in the end, and everything is perfect, and the repercussions are real, and I'll deal with whatever comes my way, and it's just that simple. But it makes it a lot easier when I get to give myself time. I'm a lot stronger when I get to give myself time. And dude, it's fun. It's fun. And then this is why. So I went out of town like 2 weeks ago, and so that was a test too. And that's what I'm saying, dude. Everything I do is a game, bro. Like everything that I do is a test for me. And ultimately, and I talk to people harsh sometimes, and I know it comes off that way. But I'm just being honest, and it's I don't really have any malice, because literally at the end of the day I do not care. I do not care at all. Like I hope people do the best for themselves. I hope people are happy. That's what I want. I want people to be happy. However, I cannot make decisions for you. I cannot make choices for you. I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be your mama. I ain't got time to be your daddy. And even they can't do that for you. They shouldn't do that for you. That's what's wrong with the world. Is people not making their own decisions. Yeah, I get you can't make good decisions for yourself right now. I get it. I get you're scatterbrained. I get you're split. Give yourself time. That's why you're split, is because you never give yourself time. So you never even know who you were, or who you are, or who you're capable of becoming, because you don't talk to yourself. You don't give yourself time. That's the whole point of the world. They tell you you're crazy if you talk to yourself. They tell you got to have companionship. You got to have materialistic stuff. You got to do all this to get companionship, and no one knows how to love anyone. No one knows what love is. I talked to my sister a minute ago, and she was like, "Yeah, Mom never really hugged us either. Like she wasn't capable of it until she got older, and she started loving the grandkids." And I said, "Yeah." That's like, and then look how we thought love was. Look what we thought love was. None of us know. I had zero. I acted this way. She went this way. Other brothers went this way. Like no one knew, because it started with them. Because their parents didn't love them that way, or something happened, or whatever. Maybe they did know love. I don't know. I've talked to people whose parents weren't affectionate, but they love with their time. When I look at love like that, I love with my time. I don't love with physical touch, because I never got it. But I want to change that, but I don't want to change that with the world. That makes zero sense to me. I only want to change that with like my kids and my wife, like future wife. Like that makes sense to me. I can control them in a way, like, not really control them. I can control the way I love with them. And I can teach them physical love, and they can teach me physical love in return. Like the hugging and all that stuff, but I'm not going to give that to everybody else. That's not, you guys got to go get that from your other from your family and your parents, and learn that your own. I don't know how to, I don't have time. Plus it's awkward to me. Just go run around loving people physically. That's weird to me. It makes zero sense. Zero sense. But I will hug you, and I do love people and hugging and all that crap, but I just don't like to give it to everyone, because then it means nothing, to me. It should be honored. Anything we get from someone should be a gift, But if you give gifts to everyone, they're not so much gifts. But whatever. I don't know, man. I'm just glad to be talking, bro. I got so much to say, but it's just kind of overwhelming. I don't even know what I want to talk about. A lot of stuff has happened over the last 4 or 5 days. It's hard for me to remember, because they're all just so many lessons, and I'm just trying to decipher exactly how to continue stuff. And it's just like, man, you just look at life and you're like, dude, it's super simple, but people make it super complicated. And it's like, when I choose my life, when I'm doing what I do in life, it's simple. It's so simple. But then when it involves other humans, like, dude, it's a battle, bro. Because it's like, man, it's just like, how do I help them in the best possible way? And so I think I need to work on that, because it's like, I'm being my authentic self, and I know the dude. I know who I am. I know I can be a monster, and I know what I'm capable of doing. I just choose to not do that stuff. I try my best to only show love and want the best, but it doesn't matter what my intent is and what I do, because other people will receive it however they receive it. And that's why, like, you being authentic and real in yourself is the only thing that matters. Yes, try not to make people cry. You will. You know, try not to hurt people, but you will. You know, you can control not touching them, not infringing in their will and their free will. You know, you can show love. You can tell people stuff honestly, and maybe you can say it in a way that's like less blunt and straightforward. It's hard for me to do that. I'm trying to get better at it. But sometimes I just get emotional, and just because, like, maybe the subject matter I'm talking about brings up some injustices to me, and then I kind of get angry about that, which is fine. It's okay to be angry, and so then I kind of get emotional talking about stuff like that. And but it's just, I'm just trying to open people's eyes to what the world really is, because my glasses fell off. My rose-colored glasses fell off, and when they did that, I started seeing people who freaking who they are. And then that's when I cut people off, because I know who you are. And until you can come back to me humbly, and I know that you're working and you can battle pride and ego, then that's when I'll give you time. But until then, I'm done, because I know who you are, and you're everything. You're all things, but if you're walking in one mindset, I ain't got time. And so, like, I give people the benefit of the doubt, and I'm watching. I try to decipher it, because sometimes it's super complicated. Because being that humans are creatures that are capable of both good and evil, light and dark, happy and sad, you know. This is why endless hope is something that's real. This is why grace is real. This is why all these things are real, and that's why, yeah, you should give people chances. But I'm also, I want to give chances when I want to give them chances, and when they reach out to me, a lot of times, that's kind of the thing. I'm never going to initiate it. That's kind of how I walk away. I'm not going to initiate anymore. If you want time, come get it. And that's enough for me. Because if you come into my world and you ask for it, then you can't get mad when I say something that hurts your feelings. You can't. Because you asked for my time. You're coming into my world. I'm in control. I'm the leader here. Because I'm not asking for yours. I want the best for you. I want to help you. Because I want you to be happy like I'm happy. I want you to be strong like I'm strong. I want you to feel happy with yourself. Because I'm more happy when I'm alone than when I'm with people. For the most part. As of right now. Until I find that person that, you know, that I really, really enjoy. But, like, I'm happy by myself. Like, that sucks to create that now. Because now it's like, everything else is extra. And you know, I tell people this. And I've told people this. And I don't think they understand. It's like, I fill my own cup. But I got to give myself time to go fill it. I don't need anything from anybody, really. Everything else is extra. And I don't know why people don't understand it. It's really hard to explain. You can't explain it. You can only feel it. Because, like, I was with someone for 4 or 5 days and my cup got emptied, man. And I didn't give myself time to fill it up. And so now that I got home, like, boom, instantly. Go do an art thing and coming out here talking, dude, I'm hyped, bro. I'm ready. I'm recharged. I'm excited. I'm gonna sleep well tonight. Like, giving myself time. Boom. This is what I live for. All the rest is just extra. Everything else is extra. You know? Like, this is what I have to have. Time for myself. I don't have to have that. That's extra. And it's hard to explain that to people. But it's like, I created this monster. And it's super weird because it's like an addiction. I call it a habit. And it's like, that's what I keep telling people. Habits and addiction are the same freaking thing, bro. Everything is simple. Either you fall into the habit or you don't. Either you like it so much that you have to go do it or you don't. Some stuff, yes, it chemically changes some stuff. But it's just, that stuff is a little bit, whatever, crazier. But it doesn't matter. You still stop. Some of it, whatever. I'm not going to say that, but whatever. But yeah, man, it's just, what do you want to do? You want to go, you got to find a new girl every night? Man, whatever. To each his own, bro. Do what you got to do. But it's a habit. One day when you start walking in your power, you start reshaping things from addictions to habits. I dip tobacco. I like it a lot. It's fun. It's not really fun. I just like it. I'm used to it. It's a habit. Am I addicted to it? No, it's a habit. When I want to stop it, I'll stop. Right now, it's just like, I'm just trying to hold on to a little bit of something. Because my life has changed so much in the freaking year and a half. Like, it's still alive. You know, and I whatever. I gotta either chew gum or dip all day. Like, just keep me busy. I don't know, dude, but art's fun, man. And I'm kind of like understanding like what I'm supposed to be doing in art, because it's kind of random, but then it's like I have this knowledge inside of me. This painting in here today reiterated to me a lot of things. Before I started painting, in the last couple days, I've been thinking about painting so much, and because I knew I needed it. And I was kind of thinking about how I don't plan, but how I do see shapes in it. I do see hints of color and outlines out of nothing. So everything in my body's intuitively doing stuff when I'm just grabbing paint and feeling it. My intuition is real. It's getting stronger and stronger every day. I'm trusting myself more and more every day. And so like I'm starting to understand how I'm supposed to paint. What I'm supposed to be stepping into, the style that I'm really supposed to go into, and that's it tonight. I just gotta get better and better and better, and just get stronger and more secure in the way I'm doing it. Understand that I am doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and it will work out exactly the way it's supposed to. And boom, that's it. That's my art. But that's me walking in faith for myself, and understanding who I am and how strong I am in myself. And that's like I said, just give yourself time, man. Dude, I love people, man. They make me so happy. And just watching people grow and understanding that, Cody, you have to walk away from humans. You have to come in their lives. You have to be there for time. And then you have to go. Because if you stay, number one, you're draining yourself. Number two, you're enabling them. Because you end up doing too much. And it's good to help people, but the best way I can help is from a distance, by just being me, being my authentic self, and letting people know it's okay to be whatever you want to be. You know, you want to be a rabbit, I guess. I don't know. I'm not gonna make fun of you. I think it's cool. Do what you gotta do. Maybe whatever. A little weird. To each his own. Rabbits are cool. I'll reshape it. But yeah, man, just do what you gotta do, and you have to look out after yourself first. Like I need to look out after myself. And I can't get mad at somebody else if they don't want to give me time. I just don't want to waste. I can't waste my energy on it. It's like it is what it is. And then one day someone will come in and say, Cody, I want to give you some time. And I'm like, hell yeah, I want to give you some time. And then we give each other time. But until that day, It's like I can't go out of my way to just give everyone time, because I have to give myself time. I learned that in 5 days, that I have to give myself quality time every day. Otherwise, each day I get weaker and weaker and weaker because I'm filling somebody else's cup up. I'm filling the world's cup up. Everyone that I meet, everyone that I talk to, and I'm not getting to recharge mine, because the people in the world can't fill other people's cups. That's the point. They don't know how. Or they're not, it's weird when you can't, you can't. I'm trying to think, there's very few people in this world right now that I know that even help me recharge my cup. There's one. Okay, I'll give one person that can make me fill my cup back up. She can help me. So I think about it like inspiration. I need to look into inspiration, because like if some humans inspire me, in many different ways, not just like in art or like a muse, but it could be a muse, I guess. I guess muse is energy transfer from one thing to you transfer that energy, that idea, that into your art. So it's like just a transfer of energy. So some people could be a muse for me. I would only say maybe one or two could be a big muse for me. All the rest tend not to do that for me. And obviously they're both females. Or they could be females. Two females, yeah. I guess, I did paint one for somebody that, so yeah, it just depends on situations, but yeah, I'm just learning I have to give myself time. Like, and it's like, I keep telling people, like, I tell people all the time, like, give yourself time. I don't understand why they don't do it. I get, because we're programmed to not give yourself time, and if you talk to yourself, you're crazy. But it's like, if you talk to yourself, you learn to love yourself, and you freaking gain power, and you start to be, it's crazy. Like, if all of us humans talk to ourselves and begin to believe in ourselves and give ourselves time, not high, not with influences of drugs and alcohol, but just sober-minded, talking to yourself. And that's a big deal. It doesn't mean drugs, alcohol, and other stuff are bad. I'm just saying you need to be sober-minded when you're giving yourself talks. So there's no outside influences. So it's only you. You're the only influence. And maybe music is bad. I don't know. But I think that's why I paint. And this is just in my head. It gives me emotion, so it does stir my talks a little bit. I'll give you that. Yeah, so, But it helps me kind of like, I've always been a multitasker. And so, like, I need stuff going on while I'm doing the task. I just have to. Because I have so much energy. I've had so much energy since I was a child. I just hold it back. I've always just held it back. I'm just full of energy. I am nothing but energy. And, dude, it's almost like you think of the movie Sonic, and it's like he has so much potential energy, but he had to learn it. And, he was fast, but he could be faster. And he doesn't even know how to use his energy. And other people on the outside, they're like, dude, I know how to use that energy. Now I got to steal it from him. I got to take it. Like, all these movies, like, dude, they're so crazy because they're just talking about what? The inspiration of humans. All movies have come from inspiration of humans and what we are made of and what we're capable of doing. Superman, all these powerful creatures. I'm not saying we can fly, but I am. And we have untapped potential because we've never given ourselves enough time. And so this for me is that. This for me is giving myself time, man. And just unlocking every day more and more potential. And just becoming comfortable in me and just trying to clear out all the crap, all the trauma, all the injustices, all the stuff, and understanding more and more every day. And that's why it's like I understand what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to mirror people. I know I'm a chameleon, and so by the end of 5 days, I'm more of a chameleon than I was at the beginning, because I wasn't being able to charge and give myself time so I could hold strength in my authentic ability. And so it sucks, because then I start acting my mirrors. I start mimicking, right? Even though it's part of me, they're my actions, they're my things, but I mimic so hard and chameleon so hard, it's like I get less control over me. Because the mimic for me is bad. The mimic for me is when I separate from myself, when I turn my eyes out. And then so it puts me back in the old Cody state. I let people control me more, and I fall back into the helper trap, and I start giving too much and stuff like that. So it's like, but there are fail safes in place. So it's so cool, man. Like it's so crazy that I have to go through these things, and no day is a failure. Like no day, like every day there's a lesson. Every day you just have to look back at it, and you just in the moment be aware of it and allow stuff to happen, and so-called fail in the moment, so you can look back 10 minutes later, a day later, and go, boom, this is a lesson. Now I don't ever have to do it again. I had to walk through that. I had to not talk for 5 days so I could see the transition of myself, of my mind. Watch me walk out of my power as time goes on, and just watch me walk out of it, because I wasn't focusing on me and giving myself time, and just watch, and then watch that there are fail safes involved in my life. It's so crazy. This is embarrassing, but dude, because I had to back this stuff down. Like, it's so crazy. Like, through the process, I go through it, and it's like, after a couple of days, I start building resentment, and I just have to slap that down, because it's like, it's my choices, right? But then you try and use external sources, and so you either build resentment with yourself or somebody else, because you're trying to protect yourself, right? And you're trying to distance, and control your own emotions, and then so like it's just, dude, it's crazy. It's a crazy transition, because I just sat there and watched myself do it, and so I look back at my old life, and I was like, man, like, so that's what would happen. Like, I would be working with people, and then over time, I would just build resentment, and then that would cut me off and give me time to breathe on my own, right? And then I would just go silent and listen to my music, wouldn't talk, and then just because I just get so engulfed and get lost in other people that I have to build resentment and cut them off. Like, so my body's been doing this since I was little, and it's just always done it where, like, it's so crazy, because I look back at my life out of the last probably since January, a lot of those people I never built resentment towards, but they were different interactions. Okay, so I'm learning that they were more of a equal give and take, are certain kind of like controlled environments or controlled relationships where it only would go so far, because at the beginning of those relationships I already put boundaries, and so we can never cross any boundaries like that to affect my emotions, because I was ultimately controlling my own self and blocking everything I needed to block, and giving myself every day to recharge too. So that's a lot of it, is the recharge every day. That every day I wake up and then meet these humans again, I'm standing in my true power when no one can tit-to-tat, toe-to-toe with me. When I'm standing in my charged power. But over time, when that gets drained, then I become less than again, and that's when I can make mistakes and stuff like that. So it's just understanding, man. It's so crazy, because it's like, now everything's such an experiment. Like, I love it so much. It's so exciting. So now I know, like, boom. So now I just need to, like, what do I have to give myself every day to be in my max potential every single day? How do how much time and what do I need to do every single day to be the strongest I need to be to survive this world where everything is coming at me. Everyone's trying to take from me. And they're not trying to do it intentionally. It's just who I am. I give, even if they don't even understand what I'm doing. And they don't. Because they haven't looked at themselves to see what they're doing. So they don't even know what they're doing. So how are they going to know what I'm doing? And that's just the point of giving yourself time. And I just love talking to people, man. And I just like to see people stand in their power. I like people to take control of their life. I like people to make their own decisions, whether they're good or bad. But I like to see people hold to those decisions. Yes, it sounds stubborn. But I really kind of do like it. But only after they start, not the old ways, but the new ways. When they start opening their mind and then start giving themselves a little bit of time and starting to trust their decisions because they had to separate from the old ones. The old decisions that weren't their decisions in the first place. They were programmed by somebody in control over you. And they taught you something and you never looked back and you were never able to even judge yourself. And that's kind of all you have to do. That's what judging is for. You need to judge yourself. You need to shame and guilt yourself. And it only lasts for a second. That's the point. When you understand the equation, it's quick. Super quick, and you can't live in it. Because if you live in shame and guilt, then that's just stupid. And as long as you don't infringe on somebody's free will and you're not mean and cussing people, then you're just not hurting people. That's the point. And I'm telling you, I hurt people all the time with my words. But I don't see any other way around it. I'm going to tell you the truth every time. It just makes zero sense I don't have time. I don't have time to not tell you the truth. If I see something, I need to call it out. And it sucks. And it sucks when people tell me the truth. I get it. Cool. Tell me. Cody, you're being a dick. Yeah, probably. Let me see if I can reshape this. But you only have so much time on this earth, man. You really do. And if you don't do what you need to do, you get punished for that. That's you, man. I was talking to somebody just kind of about how we've gone through life and it's been, whatever. I just kind of told somebody today, I was like, look, in the Bible we have this story about this hell. I was like, but you literally have lived in hell since you were little. Look at your life. Look at your life. When have you truly been happy? When have you not been fighting for everything you got? When you can't even smile, real smile, a smile freaking on the inside. When do you really feel safe? When was things okay? You've been in hell that you created. Yes, our parents helped us create it. Our parents didn't know any better either. But we've been living in hell until the day you wake up and choose to take control, good control, and start making better decisions. And start loving yourself. And start understanding that you're number one and that no one should tell you what to do. That's the point. I'm a rebel, baby. I'm a rebel. I don't want no one to tell me what to do. We can suggest things. And that's what I kind of tell people, man. I'm like, look, we can talk 30 minutes right here, and I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do. I just want you to be happy. Don't listen to anything that I've said. I just want you to be happy. Because whatever decisions you make don't affect me. They deal with you and your kids, or you and your partner, you and this. Doesn't affect Cody. Doesn't affect me at all, because I'm going to go home and recharge. I don't have to deal with those repercussions. I created my life the way I am. I'm by myself. Therefore, only repercussions that affect anyone is me. Some stuff does affect other humans that I have to deal with. But on the big scale, unless I'm working for somebody or something like that, it doesn't affect them. My daily choices don't affect other human beings. because I created it this way. You can't be jealous of me. You know, if you want it, go get it. If you want something, go get it. Don't be jealous of people. Damn, they got some nice Nikes. Well, then do what it takes to go get some damn Nikes. Quit being jealous. They got a banging wife. Well, then go figure out how to get a banging wife, bro. Don't take that one. And if you do take that one, then she's messed up already. Or her husband's not giving her what she needs. Nobody knows how to love in this world. That's the point. Attention, attention, attention. That's all women want. That's all men want. Because they think attention is love. And it is. It's some of it. But it's not all of it. That's the point. We half-ass everything we do. Because we don't know the full spectrum of everything. Because we were never taught the full spectrum of everything. Because no one knows the full spectrum of everything. Until you give yourself time. And your creator, you and them can hash it out. And he can tell you what you need to know. But you got to give yourself time. It's not going to be one night. It's going to be a lifetime. Of giving and receiving. To yourself. Every day, man, it's fun. Dude, it's so fun. Like, I love it. I love it so much, man. Like, God, I miss myself. Dude, about 2 days ago, man, I was like, dude, what is homesick? Like, I was like, dude, I'm starting to get homesick. And like I said, I'm starting to build resentment. I'm starting to just be, I just got to keep battling myself saying, well, I allowed this to happen. I'm living in the moment. Just let it happen. Whatever happens, happens. It's perfect. This is all needed. And if I dwell in that crap, then, it just puts me in hell that I created because I chose it. Or I can just be happy and just go through it, live in the moment, and whatever happens, happens. That's how you control hell. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I did it. I put myself through a test and I had to live through it. And, it's not good or bad, and this could sound super negative to people. But it's not. This is not negative at all. Like, this was a learning experience for me. It was me testing myself. What I could get away with and what I couldn't. And, it's fire because, like, I was just watching myself, like, the whole time. And I knew exactly what was going on. And I was just trying to gauge my mind and gauge, like, where my strength was going and what was going on. And I could see I was getting more irritable. But trying to control it and like just wanting to give myself time, but didn't have my time stuff there. I didn't have my truck there. I didn't have my safety there. Like, I'm safe in myself, but there's other factors that I've created in the world that help me, where I feel comfortable in. So it's just understanding that, yeah, I created this. I can create this anywhere, but I got to give myself time. That's something you can take anywhere, And I think that's what home is. But the only issue is, like, I wasn't giving myself that home. Because the home's in me. And I talked to a girl today and I asked her, I was like, she's asked me how it was. I was like, it was fine. I was like, but I got homesick. And I was like, but the issue is, like, I have nothing at home at all. Like, it's just me, right? So I'm not sick of that. I'm not sick of my bed. I'm sick of not having my bed or that. I was like, but I'm homesick in the sense of, like, I didn't give myself time, which I could have done it out there, but I didn't have my truck, like, which is no excuse, but I didn't make time and I didn't go talk when I should have. And it's just different. So now, like, I got to kind of plan out, like, how I'm going to do this from now on, where when I do go out of town, like, depending on how long it is, I need to give myself time, and I need to be able to listen to myself talk the next day too, like, just to recharge, because I'm the most important person. I can't do the best help if I'm not charged every day. I can only go so far, and and that's my purpose, is to be the best me for the rest of the world, and that's everybody's purpose. That should be everyone's purpose, is be the best you for the rest of the world. Have your cup full so no one else has to pull from it, or has to empty their cup to get you full. Everything should be extra, equal give and take. You should be abundant, but in order to be abundant, you have to fill your own cup on your own. You have to have overflowing. Because if not, then it penalizes you. And that's fun, dude. I'm recharging right now, bro. And I'm balls to the wall recharging, you know. I love it. I love it. It's exciting. And who knows what's going to happen tomorrow, man? Who knows? It's going to be cool, man. Every day is just cool. Because it's just like, who knows? I'm home. I'm stepping back into routine. I got to work out tomorrow. I was going to go today. Something came up. I had to go take care of some other stuff. So it is what it is. But, it's just cool, man. It's just living the moment. Like, I went to work today, made piss out of money just for no reason in a matter of minutes. Like I'm not stressing anything. I need to be stressing everything, but I'm not stressing nothing. It's like it's coming. My purpose is here. I just got to keep walking and have faith, and that's a lot of it. Like, you know, I kind of talked about faith, you know, and it's so crazy because like you got to have faith in yourself. And you know, a lot of this stuff, like, man, I talk about religion and stuff like this, and this is the way I talk about it because it's so rooted in man. And there's so much control in it, and it's so much shame and guilt. And it's like I can go out somewhere, man, and watch these humans. They're just having fun. They're out there laughing. Yeah, they're drinking a little bit, whatever, man. They're out there laughing, having fun, dancing, and I'm like, what's the wrong in that? You know, maybe we can't push it to the level, like, you know what, maybe I got a little too drunk the other night. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I did. You know, but that's the limit. You know, that's, you got to get better at maintaining that, you know, not push it too far. But it's like no one got hurt. But, it's just like, what? Like, what? It's like faith. Have faith in yourself. But in order to have faith in yourself, you got to build that trust. And being that, like, humans don't even know how to trust other humans, it's not because it's mostly because they don't trust themselves. And the only way you're gonna learn trust with yourself is by giving yourself time and start making the right decisions every single day. Whether it's go to the gym every single day, boom, you got trust. Trust that you're gonna take care of your body for 5 years. You've been in the gym 5 years, you've been in the gym 10 years, whatever, every single day. Like that, if you can trust yourself that you're going to go to the gym tomorrow, boom, step one, you trust yourself in one thing. Now what else do you want to trust yourself in? You're going to get enough sleep. Boom, another thing. When you start building and understanding that you do trust yourself in certain things, well then just transfer that trust to other things and start making better decisions. But you got to start talking those decisions out too. Because you did the pro and cons of why you want to go to the gym every single day. Because you're seeing results, you're getting healthy, you're giving yourself time, you got energy inside of you, and this is the only way for you to get rid of it. Like, you do all this stuff. So you technically talked it out. You talked yourself out with all the other stuff. Is this dude good for me? Is he bad for me? Is he negative? Is he positive? We always get in a fight. It's always hard. And sometimes then you guys both need to talk and see what needs to change. And if neither one of you can change, then you got to go separate ways to better yourself. It's the way it's going to be. And then maybe when you guys separate, you guys will both grow and understand and learn to love each yourself, and then you can come back together. Because if you guys aren't both taking care of yourself first, like, you're never going to be together. Okay, it's never going to be good. It's always going to clash. You're never going to be on the same page. So sometimes drastic things have to happen in order for people to change. Because no one's going to change unless it's on their own. We can try and change the world and nothing's going to happen. That's what I'm understanding. That's what I'm stepping into. That's what I'm walking into. That's why I walk around the world doing what I'm doing. Well, I can't physically help you. You have to do the act. I can sit there and talk, and I can talk, and I can talk, and I can hold my end up and just inspire and show you every day that I'm doing exactly what I'm talking about. But that's all I can do. I can just be a TV. I could just be someone you can watch, someone you can hear. But I can't do it for you. And if I do it for you, it does nothing. because then I begin to enable people. Plus, it drains me, and it's a waste of my time. It's ultimately just negative to me. So now my body, my physical body is like, Cody, no, you can't do this. It won't even. I'll just stand there, like I can't even walk forward. I just sit there and watch. It's so weird. And then it sucks because it's a battle in myself. It's a battle of old Cody just wanting to take care of it because he knows he can do it in a matter of seconds and be done. But understanding that it's not my place to fix your world. It's your place to fix your world. Not mine. I'm working on my world. I'm reshaping my world every day. I'm flipping open the trash cans and looking and cleaning up. I have to do that for me, because no one else is going to do it for me. No one's capable of doing it for me. Only I am capable of controlling my world and shaping it and fixing it. And it sucks, dude, because I want to help people. I want to pull them out of the gutter. I'll stand there and skip with you. I'll show you, but like, look, you missed that spot. This is how you do it. I'll give you some time like that. I'll help you. But I can't do it for you. And until you want to do it and you want to give yourself time, and it's not a little bit of time, and it's not just listening to stuff and watching stuff and getting knowledge, because that knowledge means nothing without action. Faith without works is dead. And consistency. You know? And I'm, whatever. Giving myself time, talking and painting, I'm consistent. Some of the other stuff I'll fall off of. I'll go work out for 5-6 weeks. Non-stop, and then I'll fall off of it for a minute and I'll go back. I'm not as good with consistency with that. I got to get better. But I can really only be consistent with a few things at a time. Because that's just me. Because I like newness. I like new experiences. I like new knowledge. I like new challenges. I overcome things really quick. I always have, always will. I'm a master of none. But I can do everything. I can do anything. And I figure it out real quick, and then I got to do something else, That's just me. That's just Cody. But it's been crazy, man. It's been a crazy week, and like I said, I didn't even really know how important giving myself time was. And I started to watch it, honestly, because I wanted to see how long it took. And it's after about 3 days, I get overwhelmed real quick. It just starts to, after 3 days of not talking, because it happened last weekend too. And I'm thinking that some of it is I just get overwhelmed with not giving myself time. And not clearing out other people's energy. And not being able to recharge my own. And I think it may cause me to get feel out of control. Even though I'm surrendering to everything else, I just don't have the strength, right? Because my cup I'm pouring it out to other people. And so I think after about 3 days, maybe there's like a limit on my cup. And then once it gets there, it's like, yeah, you got to start doing something, man. I'm just warning you. You can't just keep giving freely anymore, because that will put you in a depression, because you're drained. And that's good for me to know. And like I said, it was just a test. And just be aware of it. Watch yourself, especially when you go around certain people, whether it's your family. You can just watch and gauge, and then just learn a little bit more about yourself and how other people are influencing you and maybe draining you or lifting you up. Either way, you just need to know, because the more aware you are, the more you know what you can handle. And understand. Just understand life. Understand the life you're walking through. Be aware of it. There's so many factors. If someone makes you feel bad, like, don't go back. Or maybe you can handle them for a day. Maybe 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. I don't know. But you just got to figure out what you're capable of. And like I said, remember, you're number one. China number one. You know what I'm saying? Because this is all a game. This is the greatest game in the world. And it's the most fun. And it's the most difficult. And if you ain't growing, man, I don't know what you're doing. So, I don't know. I don't want to be going backwards. But sometimes you got to break to get rebuilt up. You know, you got to break a little to rebuild, to get stronger. And that's kind of what happened this week. You know, and the weekend before, it's like I broke a little bit because I left town and didn't give myself time. And I felt the effects. I saw the effects. And then, you know, this time it was longer and I could feel the effects. I was a little bit strong. I was pretty strong, but it's like, you know, by the end of it, I'm drained. Like, I'm ready to, like, I got to recharge, bro. You know, I went to bed early. I probably slept like 10 hours. And, needed it. And, it felt good. I can't wait to go to sleep tonight, you know. I'm trying to gauge if I want to listen to talks or not. Or maybe just quit listening to talks at night and just talk out loud. And then do these talks and then talk out loud. Kind of like more specific to other things or whatever than what I'm talking about here. And I don't know, man. All I know is, like, it's fun. Life is fun. Life is beautiful. I'm so glad to be home. When I say that, I'm so glad to be giving myself time. This is the most important thing to me right now. And you know, I went to my sister's and we talked a little bit on some stuff. And, you know, like I said, you know, when my mom passed away, which happened on August 3rd, it was almost a year. It's like these rose-colored glasses fell off, man. These ideas and the stuff that I was brainwashed in fell off. And I started to see what was going on around me in my world. And that's kind of when I got the courage. I really didn't have a choice. Because like I said, I get mad at injustice. I get mad instantly when people try and control me. When people won't let me talk. When people try and just put their BS on me. Like, just because you're not happy doesn't mean I'm not happy, bro. Like, I'm happy. No, I'm no one's son. You know, I'm done. I'm my own man. Everyone had the opportunity when they did, and the opportunities disappear. And that's me. I could be missing opportunities all the time. Who knows? I'll probably miss a ton of opportunities in my life because I sat in the corner. And now it's like I take on everything. Every moment with every human being is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to share. It's an opportunity to love. It's an opportunity to inspire. Everything is an opportunity. What are you going to do with it? Because you never know when you're going to have that opportunity again. It could be a one-and-done type of opportunity. And sometimes you make mistakes. Sometimes you act a fool. But that we're just humans, and you can't dwell on that. You just have to learn from that lesson and move on so it doesn't happen again. You know? That's really the only failure in life, is when you face a lesson and you don't learn it. Because then you fail that lesson until you learn it. So you just fail it in the moment. And then that lesson will come again. Either you pass or fail. Once you pass, the lessons are done. You don't have to face them again. Because once you pass them, you know the answer that needs to happen every single time from that point on. With that particular lesson. You may never see that lesson again. Or you may. Who knows? Usually you don't. But usually because you stop so quick, you don't even ever think about it. You don't have to face any of that lesson again. Because you just shut people down before it even happens. Because you've already seen everything. You already know. So I don't know, man. It's fun, dude. Life is cool, man. And you know, it's just me learning. It's like, I know I do things that I shouldn't do sometimes, and but I can't get mad about it. Like, because if I do it, I do it. It's on me, right? And I ultimately know what's going to happen. I know how it's going to be. I'm smart enough to predict that. Even though I have zero expectations on people, it doesn't mean I still have expectations on how things are going to go. I just hope for the best. And I really don't think about the expectations. Because a lot of times I don't really technically have expectations. Like, I know what's going to happen, but I forget about it. It's like, whatever. Like, this is more important. I'm going to be learning stuff during the time. And if I can help, I can help. And if I can't, I can't. So I'm just weighing options and stuff. I don't know, man. It's super confusing because I could see where a lot of people could. I know being an empathetic human being like I am, a lot of times it seems like I'm double-sided still, but I'm not really. What it is what's crazy is what it is there's Cody's view, and then there's everybody else's views. So Cody thinks one way, but then Cody's so empathetic that he jumps into somebody else's perspective, and then that's where the double-sidedness comes. Because it's like, well, what's the best for each pro and cons list for Cody, and the pro and cons list for them? Like, what's the best I can do? If I can sacrifice a little bit of myself and my time to help somebody else, maybe help teach them a lesson, help get them, show it's possible to change, show it's possible to be happy, and I'll sacrifice some things, and then I kind of jump into their perspective and kind of see how they would perceive it, how they would pick it up, and then that kind of helps me know how to gauge the situation, how I should act and what I should do to best perform, to get them to see that, to realize it, and maybe manipulate the piss out of them to understand it, or to make a better choice for themselves. And I'll tell you this, I'll tell people this all the time. I'll manipulate the piss out of you. You don't know it. I did it my whole life, and I didn't know I did it either until I started giving myself time. And then I understood, like, yes, Cody is a monster. Cody is capable of all these things. Cody tries not to do it, at least for bad or harm, and I do it less now than I ever have. Because I don't really care anymore. And I think a lot of it is, like, when you care what other people think, that's when you manipulate. And being that I don't care, I just want the best for you, I'm not really trying to manipulate you. I'm just telling you like it is. Because at the end of the day, I don't care. I'll walk away from you and go home, and it is what it is. I want you to be better, but I have no control over that. I want you to be happy, but I have zero control over that. I want you to make the right decision, but I have zero control over that. I want you to tell me the truth, but I have zero control over that. I want you to tell me. Quit holding it in. Be honest with yourself. When you speak stuff out loud to Cody, you hear it. That's you being honest to yourself. That's the point of Cody. I'm just here to be that looking glass. I'm here to be that reflection. I'm here to be that safe space. Because honestly, I don't care. And that sounds so bad. And people told me, like, Cody, you can't say that. You can't say stuff like that. I was like, why? That should be the best thing in the world. You don't care what the other person has to say, then they can say anything. And if they truly care that you know that you don't care what they say, to me that's like, then I can say anything. And it doesn't affect you. I could be as mean or as hateful as I want. I can talk about anything in my life. And ultimately you're not going to judge me. Then if this helps me, I'll say it. And that's the point. I have no right to judge anyone. That's the point. I'm only worried about judging myself and then correcting those. What's the point of me judging you? It's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything at all. Do what you want to do. You got to deal with the repercussions, not me. Have fun. Have fun. I'm having fun. And I still have to clean up my own messes. Oh yeah, today was cool, man. Honestly, I don't even remember what happened today. It just happened. Oh, I had some woman, yeah. I had some woman come out and talk to me, just tell me about my art. Her daughter loved it, and they were fighting over one of the paintings I gave them or whatever they bought, and it's just cool, man. It's super cool for me to like see that energy in a human, and because my art for me is fire, dude. I love it. Whether it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. Whether it's cool or not, like, honestly, I don't care. Like, I like it. I like doing it. I like the act of doing it. I like giving it time. And for me, it's so much more than a painting. It's something I'm growing in every day. Something I'm learning every day. I'm having little battles in it. I'm having like learning lessons in it. I'm trying to innovate and just always get better. And for me, it's just something cool that I can grow every day and get better at every day. I never see me walking away from art, like, because there's always more. And that's what I like in life. I like that and stuff. Like cutting grass, like there's not always more. Like I already know how to do it, I'm done. Like remodeling, like you've done everything and then you're done. Like learning a new skill, you learn it and then you're done. And that's kind of how I look at life. It's like once I conquer something, it's done. And it seems like everything in life is freaking simple. It's not that hard. It's just you want to give it time to learn it, and then you can put it in your pocket and you have that knowledge forever. And because really everything just correlates too. Like she was just asking me about welding and which I was like, I don't really weld. I don't have a welder and stuff like that. I was like, I could, and asked me about plastic welding, and I was like, yeah, well, I've welded some kayaks and stuff with plastic. Like it's correlation between other things. Like life is simple, man. Everything is the same. It's all about shapes, bruh. Life is about shapes. It's so simple. But then she was like, well, if it has anything to do with common sense, I don't know anything about it. I was like, well, I get that. A lot of people don't have common sense. And I need to think about that for a minute, because it's like, what is common sense? Common. So I think what it is, it seems like you can gauge a human being based on common sense. If someone's selfish, they tend not to have common sense. Because in order to get common sense, you have to look outside of yourself to get it. But then again, you would have to be picking up information that's common outside of yourself. And then you also have to be taking it in and understanding it, and then applying it to yourself. I don't know, it's very... I don't know, I'm trying to think of like a good common sense thing, because some stuff is not common sense. Like, how to do electrical is not common sense. But not speeding through the school is common sense. I don't know, I need to look at more examples of common sense, because me having skills and all this stuff, to me, is not common sense. I just already know it. It's simple to me, but I correlate things together. Basic ideas, basic shapes. Like if one thing is a square and something else is a square, both squares should work the same. That's how I look at things. If something's this shape and something's that shape, they should both have the same basic principles. Like if milk and water should flow the same, basically, with the basic principles. They may have different based on thicknesses or whatever, but like, to me, that's how I look at the world. Like, everything is super simple. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know how to do anything, because everything correlates with each other. Like, I could do rocket science. Give me a little bit of time. Very simple. I just gotta go figure out the math, figure out the equations, whatever. Like, I don't think there's anything we cannot learn. Like, everything is frickin' super simple. It just takes time. Trial and error. I don't know, man. Maybe I should go to school. I don't know, make my own school. I would love to, like, just create stuff. Like, that's what I want to do. Just, like, sit in a freaking room and just start creating new ideas. Take the highest technology. Someone bring me the highest technology books and let me just scan them real quick. Literally, scan them. I'm not going to read them. I don't need to read them. I just need to scan them. Yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce the words. Let me scan them. I'll figure it out real quick. But we're all capable of it. Let me read about this invisible stuff. Let me read about the stuff we can't see. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, like, every day just focus more on myself so I can see and feel more of what's real in this world. Feel more when I walk into a place, energy changing. When I feel every eyes are looking at me. When I feel this, when I'm drawing attention. When I'm walking in there and there's combative energy against me because I'm super small. And from the moment I walk in, I already got an issue with the biggest dude in the bar. Because he thinks he's in power. You know, and then when you're weak, when Cody's mind is weak and influenced by outside resources, Cody's going to tell what he wants to do. Cody's going to drop a giant. Literally. But I wasn't as strong. And then it's embarrassing. And you look back at what you've done and you're like, there's no point in it. Because I love people. And whatever that combative energy was unwarranted for me. Whatever that is, it is what it is. But whatever it is, I got to get better understanding it. Because from the moment I walked in, there was an energy. From the moment I walked in, because he knew I was bigger than him from the moment I walked in. So I got to figure out this stuff. I don't know what it is. Plus, you know, I have part in that. So, like, my energy was combated towards his. So, it's like, you know, I'm negative as well in that situation. So, it is what it is. I just got to learn to get better. It's embarrassing. And it's embarrassing. But I got to get better. Like, so I just got to not put myself in situations like that. And then it's fine. You know, maybe I went a little overboard. And it is what it is. But that's life. You got to learn. And hopefully when you're learning lessons and you go into situations, hopefully there's not bad outcomes or repercussions. You know? So I'm thankful that there wasn't any repercussions. Because there could have been. You just got to grow up, you know? Quit being a kid sometimes. Whatever. It's fine to be a kid, I guess. I don't know. But life is crazy. My painting was fun, dude. I'm so glad I got to paint today. I'm glad I got this song. Like, some days it's just the song pick choices are weird to me, man. Like, I just don't feel them. And said whatever happens, happens. Whatever's meant to be is meant to be. And it's so fun to live like that. And especially when it's involving my life. Because I do it with the rest of the world, but it's not as fun. Because there's other things in that whatever happens, happens. That's controlled by other people, and sometimes those don't turn out the way you want them, and it doesn't mean it's good or bad. It's just I trust myself completely, and I trust whatever happens is gonna happen. But sometimes it's like, ugh, it sucks in the moment. But ultimately, when you look back at it, it's like it is what it is. Like, I'm not mad. It's just whatever, because I'm through it now. And even then, I don't know. It's fun. It's just fun living like that. But it's way more fun when I'm charged up, when I'm giving myself time, and I'm standing in my power and in my comfortability and my understanding of who I am, and my cup is full. Meaning every experience that happens, like, my cup's already full, so it doesn't affect me. Whether it's a good outcome or a bad outcome, it truly doesn't affect me because my cup is full. I'm happy, baseline. I'm in peace, baseline. But when my cup gets drained and I don't get to recharge it, then that's when it kind of changes things. And it makes it uncomfortable, or it makes it, you know, not peace. Even though we're still at peace, but it just causes, I don't know. It is what it is. It's a learning lesson. And it was fun. And it was much needed. And I can use that stuff later. So, like, whatever. Better gauge my life forward. I don't know, man. It's actually pretty cool, man. I hope everybody sends me some pictures. Like, we got some good pictures. The first night we got out there, like, dude, there was a lightning storm for like 2.5 hours with a ton of pictures. We got a ton of pictures, man. And it's like that every time we go somewhere. Like, nature just opens up, man, and just makes me laugh. Because the things that happen is crazy, man. And it is what it is, you know. But it happens for me all the time. I just don't take pictures for it. I'll take one picture and I just live in the moment. I don't spend time taking pictures and missing the moment. I like to live in the now, you know, and it's not good or bad. And so I took a few more pictures than I had before, but I'm still not a huge picture taker, really. Like, I like to just live in the moment. I like to watch the sunset in the moment, you know. I like to just stare at whatever it is that I'm staring at in the moment, and I'm just living it, because, like, understanding that this is happening now, and it will never happen exactly like this again. So this moment is special, and it's cool to take pictures and keep those forever. But some stuff is for me, for my eyes alone, in my time in the moment. That's what makes it even special, more special. And it's cool to share that with other people, but they're never really truly gonna understand, because a picture only says 1,000 words. A picture doesn't put you into the words. And that's what I like, you know, because I'm in the words. I'm in the vibration, in those moments when these things are happening in the sky, when the stars are falling all night long, when the lightning storm is happening over the mountains over there for 2.5 hours. It's going crazy. I'm in that vibration. I saw it, I connected to it, I was with it. That was worth it. And we can share a couple pictures and stuff, that's cool, man. But no one else, that wasn't for everyone else. That was for whoever was there at the moment in that spot, because it would never happen like that again. It was perfect. Because everything in life is perfect. Otherwise it would have happened another way. And be grateful for it, man. Everything. That's why I'm grateful for everything, man. Like, it's so fire. Everything happens exactly the way it's supposed to, otherwise it wouldn't. Be grateful for that. And learn from it. It sucks sometimes, man. She cheated on me. He cheated on me. This happened, that happened. Yeah, it looks bad. Feels bad. But one day you'll understand. One day you'll understand. It's bigger than that. It's the totality of it. And it'll all work out in the end. That's probably my favorite. It'll all work out in the end, because it will. There's nothing we can do about it. Nothing. But we can choose to be happy. I guess it's happy. I'm in peace. We can choose to just live, to enjoy, to be grateful for. And start making healthier choices. Start protecting our peace. If someone brings you down, then don't go around them. If someone hurt your feelings, then don't hang out with them. I don't know, man. Your feelings are valid. And you're number one. Take care of yourself. I'm glad I get to talk. This is fun. I holla. Love y'all. Peace.